We're making a delicious keto pumpkin maple slice. Let's go. If one of your favorite desserts used to be a sticky date pudding that was warmed through, this is the recipe for you. Even when I bit into a naked slice, it's soft in the middle and a little bit gooey, and that's before even adding the sugar-free maple syrup. I really think you're going to love this one. It's perfect for the colder weather. Do set your oven to 320 degrees Fahrenheit or 160 degrees Celsius. And you're going to need a 6 by 6 inch container or 15 by 15 centimeter grease and lined. Your shopping list with 2 sets of measurements is listed in the description box, as well as the nutritional information. And let's get into the recipe now. Let's make up the chia self-raising flour first. To a bowl, add 1 cup of ground chia seeds, and I'm using black this time. Then a half cup of powdered sweetener, 2 tablespoons of unflavored protein powder, 1 tablespoon of pumpkin spice, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a half teaspoon of baking soda, a half teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of xanthan gum. Mix that all together until you have one color and set that aside. To a bowl large enough to take all the ingredients, add 1 egg, 3 tablespoons of sugar-free maple syrup, a 1/4 cup of pumpkin puree minus homemade, and a 1/4 cup of heavy cream. Whisk that all together and you should have little lumps of pumpkin left, which is exactly what we want. Next, add half of the flour to the wet ingredients and whisk that together well. Then add the rest of the flour and whisk or mix until you have a thick batter. Add all of the batter to your lined baking dish and press it into the corners and such until you have a smooth surface. Cover with foil and then bake for 30 minutes. In the meantime, I'm just preparing sweetened whipped cream. I added 1/3 cup of heavy cream to a bowl and 1 tablespoon of powdered sweetener. And then to make the color orange, we need red and yellow, right? So I added a 1/4 teaspoon of yellow and half that amount of the red. Then whisk that all together until soft peaks and set that aside. Now my slice is ready and it came out so beautiful. You get a decent height just looking from the side, and look how soft it is when I jiggle the paper. It's baked well underneath as well. Slicing it into 4, and here's a look at the inside. And if you want to store this, it is at this point you would wrap them, as they tend to dry out if you don't, and store them in the fridge for up to 4 days. Before you serve, poke some holes into the slice with a toothpick, a sprinkle of sugar-free maple syrup, and about 2 tablespoons of the sweetened whipped cream. Even though this recipe has pumpkin in it, I couldn't really taste it. I tasted more of the maple and the pumpkin spice, and it gave sort of a Christmassy feel, you know, when you use cloves in a recipe, that kind of thing. I hope you get to try it and let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and be well.